In the ancient land of the Yoruba, beyond the hills where spirits whisper and rivers carry the songs of their ancestors, there was a village known as Aiyetoro, the land of peace. It was a place where the earth listened, where trees spoke to those who could hear, and where the people lived in harmony with the gods. It was in this sacred village that a child was born, on the night of a red moon, with rainfall under a burning sun. The elders gathered. The women chanted. The oracle was consulted. The Babalawo, with eyes closed and cowries in hand, spoke softly but surely. This is no ordinary child. This is a child of rhythm. A child born with the song of the spirits in his soul. His name was Adetunji. The crown has awakened again. From the time he could sit, he beat rhythms into the earth. His hands were never still. He drummed with stones, with sticks, with his own heartbeat. When he tapped, even birds stopped to listen. His mother, Monarchy, would often shake her head and say, "This boy, he doesn't just make sound, he speaks to something we cannot see." And his father, Ajilewo the hunter, would nod quietly. "He is not just our son. The gods have placed something inside him." As the years passed, Adetunji's drumming became the soul of the village. At every naming ceremony, he played. At every wedding, his rhythms blessed the union. During the festivals of Obatola, Oya, and Iyaligon, it was Adetunji's beat that called the spirits to dance. But the boy himself was quiet, humble, often alone. He said little but drummed much. It was as though his hands knew the language of the heavens. One day, at the age of 15, he wandered into the sacred Bonon forest. No one knew how he found his way to the heart of it. That forest was forbidden, a place only the initiated dared enter. But Adetunji returned with something in his arms, a drum. Not just any drum. A drum carved from the trunk of an Iroko tree and wrapped in cowhide that seemed to breathe. He said he found it near a mound of stones that hummed beneath his feet. From that day, his playing changed. It was deeper. It was older. It no longer sounded like rhythm, it sounded like memory. Then came the dry season that never ended. The sky refused to weep. The rivers shrank into dust. Crops turned to ash. The people grew lean. The drums were silent. Even the children stopped laughing. The village cried out to the gods. Sacrifices were made. Prayers filled the air. But the sky remained shut. The elders summoned the Babalawo. He cast the cowries again. His face darkened. He spoke with a trembling voice. "We have forgotten the rhythm that speaks to the gods. Only one who carries that rhythm in his soul can call the sky to open." The people turned to Adetunji. Only 15. But he did not run. He bowed and said, "If it is the will of the gods, I will go." That night, he set out for the forest again. This time, he did not return the next morning, nor the day after. On the third night, thunder shook the hills. The wind screamed through the trees. And then, rain. Not a drizzle. Not a mist. But a flood of joy from the heavens. Rain that sang as it fell. Rain that danced on rooftops and baptized the earth anew. The crops rose like they had never died. Rivers overflowed with laughter. And in the middle of the square stood Adetunji, soaked, exhausted, but alive. He told them what happened. How he had found the circle of stones again. How he played not for the people, but for the gods themselves. How the sky split open when he remembered the rhythm of the old world. He said he saw Adetunji. He said the god of thunder came with fire in his eyes and lightning in his footsteps. And that Adetunji said, "You have remembered what others have forgotten. You have woken the sky." From that day, Adetunji was no longer just a boy. He became legend. They called him Omo Adetunji, son of thunder. A shrine was built in his honor. His drum was placed beside it, and once every year, the entire village would gather to celebrate the day the rain returned. When he grew old, Adetunji disappeared quietly into the forest, just as he had done as a boy. Some say he became one with the trees. Others believe he drums in the heavens still. But whenever the thunder rolls in the sky, the elders smile and say, Adetunji is playing again. Because true gifts, when used with honor, can stir not just the hearts of men, but even the ears of the gods.